We begin our Sunrise Smart Start inside the huddle. The Bills overcame an Aaron Rodgers 52-yard Hail Mary touchdown throw to beat the Jets 23-20 during last night's primetime showdown.
Buffalo now takes early season control atop the AFC East. Josh Allen finished with a total of 19 of 25, 215 yards. It was the rookie Ray Davis filling in the backfield for the injured James Cook, who was a standout, ran for 97 yards and then caught 3 passes for 55. QB17 spoke very highly of the rookie afterward.
Was it awesome to see? That's why we drafted him. He's not going to, surprise you with his speed, but he's just so quick in and out of his cuts. He's downhill, and his center of gravity is so low that he's tough to bring down. And he runs the ball super hard, protects the ball. I'm very proud of him for stepping up.
The Bills are the only team with a winning record at this point in the AFC East. They are finally back home after about a month away against the Titans Sunday at 1. New this morning, we've got some new footage showing you what's left of a home in Rochester after an early morning fire. That call came in around 4:30. Firefighters say the house on Manitou Street was vacant. The flames caused quite a bit of damage, as you see, stretching up through the second floor. No reports of any injuries to first responders. They're still looking into the cause.
Developing now, Rochester police say they're looking into an armed robbery on the west side of the city. This happened at the Blaze Smoke Shop on Westbridge Road around 8:30 last night. Police tell us 2 men were inside when 2 armed suspects came in wearing dark clothing. The suspects are described vaguely as 2 black men, one possibly in his 50s, the other in his 30s, again wearing that dark clothing and armed with guns. Luckily, the victims inside were not hurt.
Irondequoit police still need your help to find this missing 16-year-old Lelaine Rodriguez. So take a look at your screen. She's got red and black hair, brown eyes, was last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt and blue jeans. Police say she may be getting around using public transportation. Again, if you know her whereabouts, Lelaine Rodriguez, that missing teen, call 911.
Happening today, one of 2 sisters accused of setting a Rochester home on fire, killing a 5-year-old boy back in July. She's set to appear in court for a motions hearing. Tia Kayla and Takita Hendricks are accused of using a flammable substance to start the fire on the porch of that home on Portland Avenue, where Malachi Stovall was trapped on the 2nd floor. He died several days later due to his injuries. Both suspects pled not guilty in August to charges of murder and arson. Tia Kayla set to appear in court today at 9:30.
News 8, your local election headquarters. Former President Donald Trump today campaigns in Georgia. Vice President Kamala Harris is in Michigan as the candidates keep up targeting voters in the battleground states. Both made appearances yesterday close by in Pennsylvania. The first time they were in the same state at the same time since their debate last month. A new poll from CBS News shows the race is virtually tied in those battlegrounds.
As election planning efforts ramp up here locally, we want to share the story of some of those very hardworking and important people at the places where you vote.
They're there all day. The poll workers for both parties. Aran Spitzer heard from a few of them about why they do this for every election cycle. Aran.
Guys, poll workers have a lot of responsibilities and they are integral to having a smooth election day. The poll workers we spoke with are also election inspectors and coordinators. They say on the day they arrive at 5 a.m. to prepare for the polls to open at 6. They then have to make sure all poll workers are where they need to be. They count ballots to check there are enough and to keep track, and they check the machines to ensure they're up and running. They make sure this is set up happens with bipartisan teams between the training and election day. They say they earn about $300. The biggest change over the last few years, the introduction of poll pads instead of books. And the older generation, as they stop inspecting, these poll workers say the next generation needs to step it up.
It's important to keep the process going because we aren't always going to be here, so we have to train the next level so that when we can't be here, they can be here to carry on the process properly.
It's definitely great to have people my age, or even as well as young as 17, having them come and get the experience so that they know and can inform others so that we can grow the group as much as we can.
If you're interested in becoming a poll worker, they're always looking for help. Just reach out to your local Board of Elections office. Guys, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Iran. Well, with only 21 days until the general election, here's some important deadlines you'll want to be aware of. First off, if you are eligible and you want to vote, make sure you're registered. It's very easy. Just go to your local Board of Elections website. You can check where you're registered and also find out where your polling site is. There's also the option to vote early by mail. Just apply ahead of time the same way you would for an absentee ballot. Those applications are due by October 26th, and it must be postmarked sent back by no later than Election Day.
Sunrise traffic here before we get you out with your final forecast with James. The main expressway is starting to pick up, but looking okay. Just some minor delays there headed out 490, a little bit further to the right of our screen coming in from the Gates-Chilai area. 390 north and southbound looking good through Henrietta. We'll take a look at that again at 7:25. For now, the 8-day here, James Gilbert.
Yeah, we are finally starting to see a little bit of light out there, and it is revealing the cloud coverage that we've got overhead. So yeah, scattered showers, maybe a little bit of sun later this afternoon, but stuck in the 40s, and you can really see the big difference that we get going from Wednesday into Thursday. We jump in the temperature department, we clear the skies out, and we bring that rain chance down to 0. Looks like into the weekend, and this does look to carry potentially into early next week. So a couple more days of the clouds and the showers before we clear out.
Just gotta hold out.
That's right.
I like it. Thursday's starting out nice.
And then 2 days back-to-back for the weekend. How about that? That does it for us. We'll see you back here during CBS Mornings in about 30 minutes.
Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.